welcome to another review here on the channel. I'm Q, the movie collector, brand new to the YouTube scene. But I got another review here for you guys. This movie came as a part of the halfway to Black Friday sale. It was a complete blind buy from one of my favorite boutique labels, Vinegar Syndrome. I've seen a lot of reviews on a lot of Vinegar Syndrome movies on YouTube. I haven't seen any on this film. And when I watched the trailer, let me explain something to you guys. So, one of the things a lot of people love about Vinegar Syndrome, I know they get a lot of rep for putting out some B movies and some movies that people would never watch. But one thing you can't take away from those guys is they do an amazing, pristine job of restoring old movies. And when I saw the trailer to this movie here, I just I was grinning from ear to ear because it's got that whole what do I want to call it? Uh, so bad it's good effect to it. That you can't help but keep watching. But without further ado, this movie is called Play Dead. Um, it's a movie that's directed by Peter Whitman. Um, it stars Yvonne DeCarlo, Stephanie Dunham, Ron Jackson, David Cullinane, or Nine, Glenn Kaiser. This movie here was, you could tell, was shot in the early 80s. And one of the things about this movie that got me, the dog. I see this dog and I immediately think of Man's Best Friend. Or I don't want to say Cujo. Man's Best Friend immediately came to mind when I saw the cover art for this film. This is a Blu-ray. This is they have on here. It says it was newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35 millimeter inner positive, which goes back to what I just told you guys. Vinegar Syndrome, they're like maestros when it comes to restoring old films. Before I get into the review, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I would definitely appreciate that. This movie, it starts off with a funeral. It's a funeral that's going on, and one of the things that's going on is that you have the daughter and the son of the woman who just died. They're sitting there mourning her, and then their aunt walks in. Their aunt, they have no idea the aunt has like a ulterior motive behind what's going on with the family. But the woman, their aunt, she ends up she actually does a lot of witchcraft, and so she puts I don't want to say a hex, but she casts up a spell over this dog, and she gives the dog to the daughter. And so what ends up happening is the dog, she actually has a spell on the dog to actually kill people around the daughter. So there's a lot that goes on. The daughter ends up with a lot of close people to her dying all around her. And the cops are just sitting there wondering, if immediately they think it's her that's doing the killing. But then eventually they kind of see that she's innocent, but they still don't understand what's going on. But yeah, a lot of craziness going on in this film, and this dog is doing doing some crazy things that a dog should not be doing. But yeah, it's a fun ride. It's a definite fun ride. So I would say if you're into cheesy, campy, I don't know if I should categorize this as horror, but I guess you can. If you are into that type of thing, pick up Play Dead. Solid good time of a film. And I would say, if you catch it on sale, that's great. I would recommend waiting to Black Friday to get it. But this movie actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to turn out. And the ending will leave you smiling from ear to ear again. The ending is one of those things where you kind of expect what's going to happen, especially if you're a firm believer in karma. But it was a good time. It was definitely a good time. I highly recommend this film if you're looking to get into collecting some Vinegar Syndrome. This was a good time. This was a good time. But that's all I got for you guys for now. Again, just make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more content. And I will see you guys later. Peace.